you beautiful people out there in the internet world. Shartia Banks here, and thank you so much for joining me today as I share with you my updated spring and summer hygiene / maintenance routine. We are going to be smelling good all spring and summer long. What we're not going to do is smell musty in 2022. What we're not going to do is smell like sweet onion. We're not trying to smell like Subway in here. No. When I think about cleanliness and hygiene, I think about smelling good. I think the two goes hand in hand. You can't be dirty and smell clean. You have to, they just go hand in hand to me. So I'm going to share with you some of my tips for cleanliness and hygiene. I personally just love smelling good. And speaking of smelling good, I do want to give a big thanks to Dossier for sending over some smell goods for me to try. I've gotten the chance to smell all of them and they smell so good, you guys. Like, they smell, how do I explain this? So think about like your most expensive like luxury perfume that you've been wanting to buy, that you're just trying to save up. You can't imagine or fathom spending like $400 for a bottle. Think about that brand and then put Dossier next to it. You're getting the inspired scent, but at the fraction of the cost. Okay, there's something about saving money that turns me on. Like, am I the only one? So yeah, not only will you be feeling clean on the outside, but you'll be feeling good and clean on the inside because the perfumes are clean, they're vegan, and they're cruelty free. When you visit Dossier's website, you'll see that there's so many perfumes to choose from. What I really love is the fact that when you look at the perfume options, it literally tells you how it smells. For instance, I have one of my favorite perfumes by far. It's the inspired version of Killian's Love Don't Be Shy. It said that Rihanna wears this perfume. Yeah, so it also tells you the notes. So it tells you the top notes, the middle notes, as well as the base notes. So all of the information is definitely on the website. And if you're kind of not familiar with like the scent that you actually like, you can take a quiz. You'll just basically choose 3 scent families that you absolutely love and adore and you just like how it smells. They email you what you might actually enjoy. Yeah, so this one's like so popular. If it's out of stock, you can just put your name on the list to have it notified to you. So definitely check out dossier.com for all of your scent needs. You won't regret it. And for the reason you clicked on this video, I bring to you my maintenance steps as well as my hygiene routine. So I am starting off with a fresh face, hair not done. Your girl looks good. Oh yeah, sexy. So the first thing I like to do when it comes to like maintenance, I like to do my eyebrows and then I go on with my eyelashes and then I do my hair and then I just basically go from there. So I have a video on my channel. Is one of my most popular videos as well. It's how to eyebrow map, and this I'm just going to show you like pretty much what I'll be doing, but that video is very detailed as to how to eyebrow map, the stuff that I use, everything. I love mapping out my own eyebrows because when I go to like a salon or one of those like threading places, they always do it so thin, and my eyebrows are very like much, they're not even sisters, they're very much cousins. And it's just one of those things where, because people don't understand how like non-symmetrical my face is, like when they go to do my eyebrows, it just doesn't come out good. So I like to typically just do my own eyebrows. And I mean, granted, I still kind of mess up doing my eyebrows, but I'm okay with that because it's like I can deal with my mistakes. This is free. I'm doing it myself. But if I go to the eyebrow salon and they do it for me and then they mess it up and I don't like it, I'm going to feel cheated. For instance, I kind of went too low when I tried to cut the beginning of my eyebrows, and it's really because I've been using hair scissors and not the eyebrow scissors. You want to invest in eyebrow scissors, trust me, it makes all of the difference. But it's not too bad, as you can see. And I typically used to use like alcohol burns. Okay, so I've just been using aloe vera to wipe off the stuff that I used to map my eyebrows on with, and these are my eyebrows. I think they came out pretty decent. Next up is hair. I like to do my hair first before I do my lashes. I was gonna do a wig, but I decided that I don't want to do a wig. I decided that I want to do something trendy, something very cute. So I've decided to do a ponytail, like a braided ponytail, but I'm gonna have 2 cornrows on the side going into the braided ponytail. I have been loving braided looks these days. I think it's very ethnic, very edgy, very like I said, very trendy. And so, yeah, I just been liking braided looks. I've had my hair in braids for like the last couple of months. And although I haven't been showing it with you on YouTube, by the way, comment down below if you think I should just go ahead and post it on YouTube, because you know I definitely will. I will do that. But yeah, so I've been, rocking braids for the last couple of months, and I'm not sure if it's really healthy for my hair, because not all protective quote unquote hairstyles are protecting, and I'm not sure if I'm actually like taking care of my hair the way that I should. So the next time I do my hair, which is right now, I'm actually wearing like some clip-ins. So this week I'm actually going to go ahead and do like a protein treatment and give myself a deep conditioning treatment, because as you can see, my ends look a little funky. They look a little funky. But yeah, so after I braided my 2 cornrows going up into the ponytail, I just gathered all of my hair and put it in a ponytail at the top. Y'all, my hair is so thick. I'm not sure if you see my video about like taking MSM, like that has, how do I explain this? So it's been like the world of a difference for my hair. My hair is thicker. It definitely grew a lot. So I would definitely say, so if you haven't seen that video, check that out, because there's really good information in there about MSM, especially if you have like bad knees. I have arthritis in my knees, and it's really been helping me. So I'm using Kanekalon hair, braiding hair, as well as the free tress kind of like Bohemian water wave that people use for like passion twists. I am just wrapping that around the braid, and I braided it down and added some of the hair to it. If you want me to do like a detailed video, I will. But next up is lashes. There's this thing called FALSCARA by Kiss. And like, I don't know if you guys been following me because of my lash video, but it completely went viral, got 1 million+ views. And so I was like, maybe now I'm considered like the lash girl, I thought that this would be really cool for me to try. It seemed to be like faster than my process. So that's what we'll be doing today. Like, look at those lashes. They look so natural, y'all. Like, y'all, my lashes turned out so freaking good. I'm so upset because I somehow deleted my footage of me applying them, but no fear, I'm just gonna go ahead and redo them, because I had to show you guys like how I did this and how it just tips, okay? Now it's time for my shower routine. Before I take a shower, I like to either light a candle, put on some music, or even both. Now, when I hop in the shower, I like to wet my body, make sure that it's soaking wet from head to toe. Well, not from head to toe, because I'm black, so I don't wash my hair every time I take a shower. But I do like to make sure that my body is nice and wet from my neck down to my feet. I like to use hot water, but I have to get out of the habit of using super hot water, because it's really not good for the skin. Now, after my body is nice and wet, I like to go in with my exfoliation first. I know some people like to go with exfoliation, pretty much like the last step, but on days, especially like when I'm going to be shaving, it's really important to exfoliate the skin first before anything else. Now, there's 2 types of exfoliation. There's a physical exfoliation, and then there's like chemical. I like to go with the physical one because I just like the way that it feels on my hand. Just me just like, rubbing it all over my body. I can really feel a difference after I exfoliate. Now, it's important to also exfoliate not just the rest of the body, but under your armpits. Now, exfoliation on the armpit is really important, especially if you're going to shave. What the exfoliation like beads does, it helps to break down the product or the deodorant that's under your arms, and it also helps to remove dead skin so that when you actually go in to shave, it doesn't get clogged into the razors. So when it comes to exfoliation, it also helps with removing or, decreasing the odor that your armpit exudes. Y'all, exfoliating has been a major step in my skincare or body routine, hygiene routine, because I just feel it. First of all, it just feels so soft and I just feel so clean. It's less likely that I stink under there. Of course, I'm human, so, I don't think it's really possible to get rid of the smell, but after exfoliating, my skin feels so soft, even with my hair on my body still. Now, I like to wash my body first with the Dr. Bronner's Pure Castile soap. Listen, don't get it twisted. I know it looks liquidy, but this soap holds a mean punch. Literally, a little goes a long way. Of course, if you use a lot, you'll get a lot of lather, but you really don't need so much to lather like how I was lathering right now. I like to first wash my body, of course, after exfoliation. I then go with washing my body for the first time. Make sure I really scrub in there from my neck, my armpits, my legs, my back. Y'all, make sure you guys are scrubbing your back, because sometimes the back gets, missed out. So if you have to get like one of those long rags, go ahead and do that. You really need to make sure that your backs are clean. I am very kind of flexible in my arm, so I have no problem with, reaching the middle of my back, but you want to make sure that you also, scrub gently. This is another way to exfoliate the skin. Just make sure that you get into areas where you didn't reach the first time you exfoliated. Now, after my first wash, I rinse off my body and then I go in with my Dr. Bronner's Peppermint Organic Shaving Soap. On days where I'm going to be shaving, I like to use this stuff. You guys, it looks like caramel, and when you wash your body with it, it just feels so rejuvenated, so clean, so refreshing. I love this stuff. Otherwise, if I'm not shaving, then I'll use like a scented soap. I typically use Olay Shea Butter soap. But since I'm shaving, using a rag, I'm going to make sure that I'm scrubbing my underarm, making sure all of the dirt, all of the dead skin cells, even all of the exfoliating beads are gone. I want to make sure that my armpits are going to be nice and prepped for the shaving. What I really like about this soap is that it's a shaving soap, so I don't have to rinse it off and then use something else to shave. Literally, it's two in one. So not only am I getting a cleaning done, I'm also able to shave. Typically, you want to shave in the direction of your hair growth. My hair pretty much grows in every direction. It mostly grows like going down. So if your hair grows down, you want to shave down just to minimize any like razor bumps. And then also, as you saw, my armpits were more of an even tone. You typically want to shave in the direction of the hair growth. So if your hair grows down, then you want to shave it down. My hair grows down, but as you can see, I'm shaving up, which is why my KP, also known as keratosis pilaris, is heightened. But it's still not as bad as it used to be. Not really saying much, but look how nice and clean and just like freshly shaven, a nice skin tone my underarms as well as my legs are. Now, after rinsing my body, shaving should be the last thing you do. But after rinsing my body, I like to go with my Neutrogena oil and I massage this all over my skin. Like I was saying before, I have KP, which is also known as keratosis pilaris. And after incorporating body oil in my routine, I have actually seen a really big difference in my KP flare outs. My shower routine is done. Now it's time for some facial skincare. Yeah, so as you can see, my hair looks a little different, not drastically, but I had to take out that braided like ponytail because it was just heavy. The pins were sticking the hell out of my hair. But I like this hairstyle, and I'm going to be protecting my edges with this nice terry cloth facial covering thing. The edge covering thing it's amazing. I purchased it when I had my straight hair, and it keeps your edges nice and protected from water. Going in with my mouthwash first. When it comes to skincare, I like to wash because it's my nighttime routine, I like to first do my oral care first and then my skincare. And the reason being is because I don't want the oral skincare or my oral hygiene technique to mess with my skincare, if that makes sense. So yeah, it's really important to use mouthwash first before even going in with a toothbrush. Most people do it the opposite way. This is the actual way to do it. It's mouthwash first, floss, and then brush. So I'm just taking one of these like flossing toothpicks. I'm not really sure if this is like the best thing to use, but it's convenient and it's easy. It's just, I prefer using this over like the stringy floss. When it comes to mouthwash and toothpaste duo, I don't really like to mix up brands too much. I typically like to use like the same brand if possible, or the same, like in this case, it's Crest that had a partnership or collaboration with Scope. I love Scope mouthwash. I think it tastes so freaking good. I wouldn't drink it. This is not for consumption. This is just for rinsing out. And with this toothpaste, you also want to make sure that you brush in circular, soft motions. Don't go too hard. I know it looks like I'm going hard and go home, but I'm really not. But yeah, so I'm just making sure that my teeth are nice and brushed and clean. And then afterwards, I go in and brush my tongue multiple times. After brushing my teeth as well as my tongue multiple times, I then go in with my tongue scraper. This is like something that everyone should be doing. Not only just like brushing your tongue, but make sure that you're using a tongue scraper, you guys. It gets the spots and the areas that you miss with the toothbrush. So I'm just going in a couple times, just scraping my tongue and then rinsing that out. Now, after that, I don't actually rinse my mouth out with water. It's actually, there's so many things that I've learned in my adult life. You're not supposed to rinse out your mouth after using toothpaste because it removes the stuff off of your teeth that's actually protecting it, So actually going with a oral rinse, and that allows at least for the stuff that's on my teeth to stay there and do its job. And with the oral rinse, this stuff is so good. I like to use the mild one when I'm going to sleep, but with the morning routine, I use that invigorating mint. It's like powerful. Okay, you know about the 5 gum? Yeah, that one is so good. Now that my teeth and my mouth is just like nice and fresh, I then go with washing my face. If you have really sensitive skin, this is really good. I either use a creamy version of it, like the cleanser, or I'll use like this actual face wash. The face wash is gentle too, but the cleanser itself is so much more gentle. So if you have sensitive skin, I would suggest that you go with the cleanser over this one, but they're both like pretty good. Or the creamy cleanser, I should say. Now, after I rinse my face out, I don't dry it first. What I like to do is make sure that I go in with my squalene oil. This will be a dupe as my moisturizer, as well as, adding like oil to my skin. It's a 2-in-1. I think this stuff is really good. Now that I'm almost like 32, I'll be 32 in a couple weeks. I've noticed a couple of wrinkles. And so this simple skincare that I have going on is not going to last me for long. I'm looking for some anti-aging, anti-wrinkle products. So if you have wrinkles, comment down below some things that you've been using as far as like your nighttime routine, that's really going to fight anti-aging as well as wrinkles. I have fake lashes on, and I recently, as you saw at the beginning of the video, did my eyebrows. So I like to make sure that it's brushed, otherwise it's just going to dry curly, and I just have super curly eyebrows in general. So imagine if I didn't brush them. They are so unruly. It's
so important, like when it comes to maintaining your lashes, like if you do individual lashes yourself at home, to dry them as soon as you can. That way it doesn't dry in a clump. You want it to look wispy, if that makes sense. So I had this personal fan, a very, miniature. I got it from Walmart for like $6 or something like that. And I dry my eyes, my lashes. Most people kind of skip this step. I'm not sure how most of you guys clean your ears, but Q-tips is not the best way to do it. Pro tip: you want to use peroxide. So just squeeze a little bit of peroxide in your ears. You're going to hear some sizzling. That's how you know that it's working. I pride myself in having clean ears, really, because I have to clean my ears like multiple times a day. Like the wax that grows and builds up in my ears is ridiculous. I had a doctor one time told me that I had like the most clean ears that he has ever seen. I took pride in my ears since that day. So not only do you want to clean the inside of your ear canal, but you also want to clean behind your ears. This step you want to do in the shower, but your girl just got her hair done, so we just going to do it outside the shower. Now after that, I go in with some lotion just to make sure that the oil really gets a chance to seep into my skin. It's important to layer your moisturizing products, especially in your older age. I'm not sure if you're more on the younger side, but as you grow older, your skin, tend to lose more moisture. Now, as far as my final step, this is like the most important step that I typically like. This is my most exciting step, is perfume. It's something about the floral marshmallow, because like I said earlier, it's inspired by Kilian's Love Don't Be Shy, which is said that, before Fenty or before Rihanna's perfume came out, this was what she was using. So it's something about going to bed smelling like Rihanna. It does something for me. I go to bed smelling rich and I love it. So just a pro tip also, if you want your perfume to last longer, you want to use Vaseline in the pulse points. That way it doesn't seep into your skin, and you just spray it and you just smell so good all day, all night. But that is my skincare / hygiene / maintenance routine. Comment down below anything that you've actually been using or anything that you're going to try. I will see you guys on my next video. Oh, and once again, thank you, Dossier, for sending over those scents for me to try. Bye. Thank you so much for watching, but don't leave just yet. I am pretty sure you're going to enjoy these other 2 videos. So click it before it's too late.